Aries, you guys are next. This is going to be a general message. If you like the channel, absolutely like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload another video. If you're interested in a personal read, the information is in the description box down below. That being said, let's get into your read. Wow, Aries, like there's this get up and go here. Like, let's get this going now. Like there's a rush of excitement. That's what I just felt. Great Creator, Father God, Divine Mother, Mother Mary, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. I just pray and ask for wisdom and clarity and protection for any messages needed to come through for the collective sign of Aries. In Jesus' name, amen. Start out with Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle card deck, and we'll go to the Fairies Oracle cards, and then to the Crow Tarot. So one more shuffle. Well, Aries, like you want to speed this along because you got stuff to do. It's like you got a full calendar or something. Here we go. Feather, think before you judge. 26. 26 reduces down to 8, which is number new beginning. This is really facing yourself. And 8, wings. You never needed those wings to fly. So you got 2 8s here, new beginning. Listen. If you're judging someone else, it's only because you see elements of yourself in that person. You do. That is part of the shadow work. That's called shadow work. Being able to take a hard, long look, honest look at your own actions and being able to realize and recognize your part in the process, in this judgment. But you have 2 8s here, which is you got a new beginning. You do. A new beginning's unfolding for you. Feathers, too, are messages from the spirit world. And this is, I feel like this is a cycle you've had to go through in order to discover the truth about yourself. It's like taking a hard, long, honest look into the mirror at yourself and not at everyone else, not at their part in it, not playing this. It's trying to get out of this victim mentality where I'm facing this because this happened, or I'm having to do this because this person was mean to me, or it's that type of thing. One more. 2 off the top, 1 off the bottom. And you may feel like too everything's crumbling down. I sat there and shuffled and it just felt like deck of cards coming down. If you've built a castle with a deck of cards, of course it's going to come down because the tools and elements weren't there to build the castle to begin with. You have to use different elements, not cards. The Dormouse, 28. 28 reduces down to 10, closing out a cycle, and it's almost like that's so funny. It's like he's gatekeeper to this. It's so cute. 32, Magic Frog. 3 and 2 reduced down to 5, number of change. Frogs are financially lucky. Like they're this symbolic of financial abundance. And Trespassers, 56. 56 reduces down to 11, angelic number. That's the thing. If you're thinking, like, this goes back to Gemini. Like, there's an error here of thinking someone's out to get you or out to steal something from you. If it's yours, they can't take it. If it's not yours, you can't keep it. But it's like you're wanting, like, there's this rush of, like, I have stuff to do. I don't want to talk about it. Like, we talk about it later. Like, if you're putting it off, you don't have to face it. You're going to have to face it. You're going to have to face this. Let's go to the Crow Tarot. One more. All right, Three of Pentacles. Okay, Four of Cups is hidden behind Seven of Pentacles. Okay, we'll put them this way because that's telling too. It's telling me a lot here. Emperor and the Sun. Okay. Aries. Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords. Hierophant. There's the Star and Queen of Wands. Listen. The shadow side to Aries is temper tantrum. That's the shadow side. It's a huge shadow side. And it's throwing especially when in arguments, it's throwing a temper tantrum when you're not getting your own way. That's the shadow side to Aries. Being married to an Aries was interesting, let me tell you. The light side to Aries was that even in arguments, they could talk you around and try to talk you into a corner. Like the Aries has this air of using words to manipulate a situation, not even manipulate a situation, but to reach the intended goal of the situation. If I don't want to argue, then I will talk you around and make you forget that why you're mad at me, or why you want to argue, or why you want to face this now. Like I'll talk around it until you just kind of let it go. And Aries have a way of doing that. I love Aries, I do. But you guys do have a sense of how to bypass certain situations. You do. And I feel like there's this thing here where you don't want to talk about something because you feel like if you talk about it, then we have to face it. Let's not face it. Because you're all for teamwork, working together. Absolutely. And like I said, previous reads, if this is your story, this is your story. Don't try to fit it in. This could be friends, family. This could be about work. Could be about a romantic relationship, connection that you're in. You're all about teamwork. You're all about talking about it. You're all about working together, not necessarily talking about it when you don't feel like talking about it. Aries are like that too. I do. I love Aries. I'm a Sagittarius. Trust me, there's a lot that can be complained about Sagittarians. And I'm not complaining about you guys. I'm not. Aries, though, are more than willing to work together to get an accomplished goal, just as long as it fits what makes them happy. This is wanting to plant new seeds, okay? Actually, I should put the cards this way. Now, that's the thing. Four of Cups was hidden behind Seven of Pentacles, okay? Now, you're more than willing to work on this to make sure it's good. But you're not happy in the situation. You're not 100% in the situation. And you're hidden that behind, let's plant new seeds. Let's do something different in this connection. Let's go out instead of talking, because you don't want to face the fact that you aren't happy in this connection either. Now, if you're in control, you're more than happy. More than happy. Aries are like that too. Like, absolutely. But at the same time, it's not even being in control. It's being treated like you're in control. That is where the happiness comes from with you guys. And it's not about like the selfish energy. Aries aren't like that when they're on the light side. When they're on the shadow side, they are very selfish. This is one of those, you get Aries, Leo, Sag when it comes to the fire signs. Aries is the one where it's like, I've mastered the flame. I've mastered my words. I am in control because I know more. Like that's the Aries air to any situation they're in. Aries is the go-getter. Aries accomplishes what they've set their mind out to do. They will build entire kingdoms out of nothing. Aries does that. When it comes to connections, if they're in a position where they're always right, they're more than happy. If they're in a position where they have to be told you are not right, this is wrong, you'll have to do it like as a joke. Oh no, I'm not mad at you. Just what gets you in trouble? This was the joke between my late husband and I. What gets you in trouble? He would sit there and go, my mouth does. And then what are you doing right now? I'm talking. What shouldn't you be doing? Talking. Right. So stop talking. Then you go, oh, and laugh about it, and then continue to talk his way deeper into a rabbit hole. So, I mean, it's part of their personality. Here, though, the level of stubbornness, because you're not admitting you're not happy either. This could be a job you've had for years, and you don't want to admit, I'm bored. This could be a connection you're in where it's like you don't want to admit, I'm not happy. Instead of admitting that, because it's like this failure sense of, I know what I'm doing is right. Instead of doing that, you're just like, well, let's go out and have lunch. That's the thing, though. The happiness here, Queen of Cups is receiving love. That's divine feminine and receptive. This is someone else's energy. So hold on. Ace of Swords is truth and clarity. Hierophant's about commitment. This is about catalyst of change. This is like your little aha moment. So I always see this card too as like an awakening card. And then you have the star underneath the Emperor, because Aries is the life of the party. All eyes on them. Queen of Wands. So you have two queens here. Queen here is being authentic. Queen of Wands, Sagittarian energy. The light side to that card is authenticity to a fault. When Sagittarians are authentic, they don't care. They don't care. If they come to a party and they're not dressed the right way, they're not talking the right way, they don't fit in with anything, Sagittarians don't care. They are themselves. They don't care. It's not even about spotlight. It's about, I'm here. This is me, because they're truthful to a fault. The shadow side to Sagittarian energy is they're truthful to harm others. This is about you facing the fact that you're just not happy. Like you're wanting to point to other people and go, well, they're the ones that did it. Like I'm uncomfortable where I'm at. I'm not happy, but you did this. I didn't do this. Aries, that shadow side to it is flame. This all goes back to the judging others. You have to take a hard, long look at this. If you're not happy in this connection, you're not happy in this job, another one's coming. If you're not happy, you're not content, you're not comfortable in a connection, another one's coming. Because I feel like here, there's a block here. That's where the new energy is. That's where the different energy, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, divine feminine is receiving love. King of Cups, giving love. Divine feminine receives. Both of them together as a couple, because he gives her love, she receives it. I feel like you want to be in control of how this goes, but you're not receiving what they want to give you. You want to be the star, like the only person in life, but you don't want to receive what they want to give you. So you're blocking yourself from this connection. The job, same thing with the job. You want to receive the promotion, or you want to keep the job, but you don't want to receive the instruction, the guidance to get the promotion, to go this direction. Queen of Wands, though, this is authentic. This is being authentically you. Light side. Shadow side, like I said, is being judgmental. It's using the truth to harm other people. This goes back to the think before you judge. These two cards is this power struggle. Keep getting that in my head. Power struggle with someone. Yeah. Let's look at it from a work point of view. This is like finding out someone else is getting a promotion over you. Really? They're getting the promotion? Wow. I'm impressed they know how to read. Do you see that? That's the shadow side of Sagittarius. They'll throw it out and it doesn't matter. That's shadow side. Now, the light side of Sagittarius is, what did they do that I didn't do to get the promotion? And that's opening it up for dialogue. Queen of Wands 2, Divine Feminine, is about listening. About listening. Before you make a judgment call, why don't you listen to what's going on? Because the real star of the party isn't either of you, it's what's lacking here. Real star of the party is the thing that's not on the board. Constructive Wands isn't on the board. There's no communication. The Queen of Wands here, I feel like it's in the shadow because there's no listening. They want to give love and you're blocking it off from receiving it because it's like if they give you love, they're in control, or they want to control how this goes. So, I mean, this is a power struggle. It is. And you're not happy. You're not content. You're coming across like, let's go out to dinner. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let me get more of your attention. I'll feel better rather than talking about it. When what needs to happen, there needs to be communication. There does. 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands, wow, and the Moon. Following your heart, being very defensive over it and setting up these verbal boundaries to where you can do what you want to do. Like this is, I'm going here because this is what I feel that I should do. And I don't want to hear anything from you about it. The Moon is that Divine Feminine energy, but it's about keeping things a secret. The Moon needs the Sun in order to hold light. Feel like here, and we have Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine within us, and we're to balance them. So the healing part of us and the receiving part needs to be filled with the giving part. That's where the breakdown's coming in. It's almost like two people in a connection where both of them are Divine Masculine and they're both butting heads. It's a power struggle. There's no Divine Feminine here. Divine Masculines like doing this. There's no gender in tarot. So, I mean, and you can have Divine Masculine that's feminine. There it's female. You can have Divine Feminine that's male. I mean, it doesn't, there's no gender here. This is what this feels like, though. It's being very defensive. Like you want to follow your heart and just go, but being very defensive when this Divine Feminine part of you opens up. Because you don't want to receive anything unless you can get the invoice and say on it and say, no, that's not for me. And to judge what's coming. If you're open to a connection, you know what you're going to receive from this person. This connection, though, it's like you're closed off about it. Unless, of course, you're the one in control of it. The two of you, like you're all for teamwork. There's a level here of not being happy, not being content because you don't have complete say and complete run of everything. Let's take 3 off the bottom. King of Pentacles, there you go. Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Do you see that? King of Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups between them. If you're wanting to work on this connection, okay, you have to start with this block. You do. The block is wanting to control what's being given, what's being received, and deciding if you want to receive it or not. You could look at this two ways. The shadow side to this is you're only open to the King of Pentacles if you receive something from them. That's one side. The other side to it is if you want to make this work, love has to be put in the situation. And I feel like the energy here is you're keeping it at bay because love is harmful. And that's this idea that you have of receiving love is harmful. Your idea of love is completely different. Whoever this is for. And this could be somebody you're dealing with, because when we go into an energy of someone, we'll go into the energy of everyone in your life. So if we pick up on an energy, it could be someone in your life and you're watching it. This is how this works. And see, if you look at the cards, there's the third way of looking at it. Divine Masculine, King of Pentacles wants to give the cup to the Queen of Pentacles, wants to give it, but there's an energetic wall here. It's like they don't want to. So if you do this and it keeps playing out this way and they're not receiving, then what's going to happen to the cup? What's going to happen with the King of Pentacles? They're going to go this way. So you have to sit down and really figure out, how are they giving you this attention? How is your job rewarding you for the work that you put in? Why am I not happy? Because there's still no communication here, except for you putting a block and this boundary that you're setting up of what they can give you, especially this tall wall, if they want to unlock the divine feminine within you and give that to you and pour light into you. So I want 3 more cards. 6 of Wands, there's victory. 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. This is getting applause, victory. 10 of Swords is backstabbing, betrayal, but it's closing out the cycle to walk away. There's still no wands here. And there's no one talking about this. So what? It's almost like an empty victory. No one talking about it. So where's the applause coming? That's someone coming up and saying, oh, I'm so proud of you. You doing such an excellent job. And yet you feel like you've been backstabbed by them. You're not talking about it. This is someone coming up in a connection that you're in where neither of you are happy. Like no one's dancing with each other. This just like dwelling together. Like this is what this looks like. And someone coming up, oh, you guys look so great together. And this is hidden. Nobody's talking about it. Like there's a toxicity that's laying beneath where it's a vibe for control, power struggle. This needs to be healed. There's new beginning, jumping off into a new beginning. High Priestess, following your intuition. Door is open. So whichever new beginning you're going towards, I feel like you're moving away from this. Like both sides need to move away from this, because this isn't, both sides are designed for a connection. Both sides aren't designed for a connection with each other. Like this is what this looks like, because there's still no talking. The door is open for a new beginning for you. Follow your intuition and take the door. On the other side of the door could be a connection that fits right in with the way you look at love, the way you look at connections, the way you look at commitment, to fit right in with it. This, though, is a power struggle of, I know what it is that we need to do, while there's no talking about it. There's no sitting down constructively talking. So for the collective sign of Aries, heal, jump into your new beginning. Sending love and light.